Hello, we're back. And hey, Zan, how's it going? Welcome in. I want to try something here. I found a new setting in Streamlabs that lets me specify which program I'm capturing audio from. Which would be useful for some times where if I want to have, like, I want to tab out for something and I don't want the audio from my alt tab to play, but I do want the audio from my game to still play. We're going to try something tonight. Let's go ahead. We're going to start by muting the game. You guys should not be hearing the game right now. And then I'm going to... Actually, one sec. We'll go to active first. Actually, wait, can I add this? If I add this... Do not hear the game. Okay, it should have popped back in for a second because I was an idiot and clicked back into it. But then, if I add this... like this... We set it to like there. And I tell it to capture Oblivion. Okay. Can you hear Oblivion again? Are you hearing the theme? Okay, that's my application audio capture. I want to test something here real quick. Tell me if the sound seems about level. I'm going to swap back and forth between the two. And let me know if it seems like it's about level. So like this is the application capture. And then if I flip over, I think this might be a little quieter. Yeah, it's a lot quieter. Okay, we're gonna bring that down some. We'll bring that down to like the same. Yeah, that seems... Okay, this seems... OG game was loud. That's true. I just feel like I'm bouncing between application capture and audio capture. So if you stream, Dan, you know this. Typically, you're using audio output capture for capturing audio. So you're just capturing everything that's playing through your whatever speaker you've selected your computer to capture. Apparently, I can switch it to just Oblivion. So if I go like this, you should be able to hear Oblivion right now. Sorry, it's like cutting in and out a little bit, but you should be able to hear Oblivion right now. But then, if I go onto my computer and I say play... I'm going to play the Oblivion theme. Let me know if you're hearing the Oblivion theme twice, but out of sync. Like, can you hear the other one that's playing right now? Oh, that's so cool. Okay, yeah, no, I am literally playing... Oh god, that's really loud. We're gonna turn that one off. Hear no reverb. Yeah, no, I had a YouTube video of the Oblivion theme playing, significantly louder than the the in-game version. So yeah, now I can just have like, if I ever want to like do a grind stream in Final Fantasy X and I want to put on some music for me to listen to, I don't have to worry about it being copyrighted. I can just play music for me, and it won't be on my stream anymore. That's super handy. Alright, cool. We've got that working now. Let me, if I hit this, god damn it, that didn't bring it over. We gotta copy it, I think. I gotta copy this, and we gotta go over to here, and I gotta paste this in, probably, somewhere. What if we, like, paste a reference into there? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Well, they just added this. Like, I guess this just got added, like, earlier last year, that you can do application audio capture, which is really, really fucking handy. I think I'd seen it's still listed as a beta feature on the UI here. but it's super handy. Like, I'm definitely going to be using this. Anyways, sorry, we're done playing around with audio settings. Into Oblivion. I got to make sure I load, because I'll show you my character. I made a character earlier, just to play around a little bit in my free time. We gotta find. Oh right, he's gonna be all just ridiculous saves because I was messing around with some out of bounds stuff. Chrome on its own sound, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, this is just through the actual sound labs, yeah, or stream labs. Okay, so I was just messing around trying to see if you could see Red Mountain. You can't. You can see the Throat of the World from Skyrim over there, which is kind of cool. So we're just kind of up in the mountains here on this character. And originally I was going to make, like, if you're familiar with Skyrim, there's a character in there. I don't even know it's a specific character. There's Old Orc is a random encounter you can run into. It's just like an old orc on a mountain passway somewhere that's like trying to seek an honorable death. And he'll challenge you to a duel. And if you're low enough level, he'll probably kick your ass, and otherwise it'll be really easy. Can't wait when enemies are nearby. What the hell? Jesus. Hold up. You get him? Okay, we're good. Oh, yeah, no, give me a sec. Give me a sec. We'll get to him. We'll get to him. So I was gonna make the oldest looking orc that I could make. I was gonna name him Older Orc because I thought that'd be funny. But then I just kept going on the character creator because I kept finding funnier and funnier sliders. And we've ended up with this wonderful being here. Let me get his helmet off real quick. It's riding a little high on his head right now. There it is. Okay, we can take that off. Yeah, there we go. I realized you could make them very, very square. So I've made a very square orc, and then I was like, man, you can really go nuts with that jaw. Like you can do some stuff with this. And I was like, I really kind of like this mustache. I think this mustache is working pretty well. I tried to do a beard, but it actually hid his jaw too much. You couldn't really. It did a disservice to his natural jaw. So we've removed the beard and just gone with this lovely overhang mustache here. Krustos' orc? Wait, does Krustos have an orc? Is it like in Oblivion or just like as an avatar or something? I haven't seen this. Oh no. He's got this lovely kind of hair going on in the back here. This guy is really great. He's got this very square, defined head. He looks like one of those watermelons that you grow in like a box so it grows in the shape of a cube. I don't know if that's real or not, but in Oblivion, did some max sliders bullshit. Oh man, this guy's, yeah. This guy looks like he's like getting ready to collect water in his jaw. It's just wonderful. Truly fantastic. But no, let's load my real character back up. I was like, we did finish the Kvatch Oblivion Gate. Last time I streamed. I think it was yesterday or the day before or whatever. This was just like I was messing around a little bit today in my free time, and I've created Older Orc. I love him. Okay, so we did the Oblivion Gate. I think we were supposed to be rescuing Martin now? So if I head up here, it shouldn't be all like Oblivion-y anymore, which it looks like it's not. And we should be able to talk to Savlian Matthias, the, looks like carry weight looking. It's alright. The guard up here, and ask him if we're ready to retake the town. Because we need to find Martin and get him back to Wayne and Priory. Talk to Joffrey. Okay, Savlian, is that you?
You closed the gate. I knew you could do it. This is our chance to launch a counterattack.
My God, he looks like Mr.
I need
Bean.
you to come with us. You've got far more combat experience than these men. Are you able to join us now? I can wait, but not for long. We've got to move quickly before they have a chance to barricade the city gate.
Yeah, let's go.
For Kvatch!
All right. apparently we're off. We're just going straight in. It's claiming there's still a gate to Oblivion here, but not anymore, there isn't. Yeah, this is cool. Alright, let's get in there. I like this new loading screen, too. Enter the ruined city of Kvatch with Savly and Matty and his men. We must clear the southern plaza before the survivors in the chapel can be rescued. Okay, what have we got? Okay, we got one down. Okay, two down. Oh, get that. Get that. I want to get this Dremora down before he... Dremora can summon stuff, I think. Okay, we've retaken the southern plaza. Oh man, these guys are way better than I am. They just chopped through that. Jesus. Also, somewhere in this building, or one of these buildings, there's supposed to be like a head on a table. Yeah, there it is. In the original game, a lot of people like to think that this is Geob, the character from Morrowind, the guy that wakes you up on the boat. Mostly because he had a scar across one eye, and he had darker skin, but that was mostly because he looked like he'd been burned. And he had human ears, so I don't think he was supposed to be a dark elf. What do we got here? I mean, his eye is fine. Does have kind of grayish skin, but still, yeah, it's definitely not Geob. We've got confirmation. This is not the corpse of Geob. We do know that Geob was in Kvatch, because when you find him in Skyrim, the ghost in Skyrim, he mentions that he died in Kvatch. So, like, in theory, he's around here somewhere, but we've got confirmation that that's not the one. Burden... Ooh, Snowball I'll take. Steel Arrows I'll take. Weakness to shot can be useful. Anything going on up here? Okay. Did we lose any of our guards? That's the other thing I want to check in on. It doesn't... I think we didn't. Unless I'm missing somebody somewhere here. I think we actually managed to keep them all alive. Because I'm not seeing any, like, guard bodies laying on the ground anywhere. How are you guys all looking?
If we make it through this alive, I'll be amazed.
My god, elves look weird with facial hair.
Talk to Captain Matthias if you need something. I'm just following his orders.
Okay.
You saved my life. You brought me back from hell. I won't forget it.
Oh, this is the guy we met in the Oblivion Gate.
It was a terrible night. I don't know how any of us survived. The whole city was burning.
Okay, cool. We'll let him go for now. I think we're good. Alright, let's head in. Hey, Savlian, you got anything to say?
We wiped the bastards out. It's safe to pull those people out of the chapel. Let's get in there and make sure they're all right. Come on. This is only the beginning of the battle for Kvatch. We can discuss the next phase once the civilians are safe.
Okay, so we're gonna get everybody that's holed up in the chapel out of here. Also, I love this, the, like, toppled spire of the chapel on the ground here. It's such a cool look. It's a little bit of a shame that you don't get to see more of Kvatch, like what the layout of the city looks like, because it honestly looks like it might be one of the biggest cities in the game. Like, if you just look at the, like, square footage of it, it's quite large compared to most of the other cities. Like, I think Coral's got fairly large walls as well, but this definitely looks like it's the biggest of the like... Wait a minute. Does it show the bodies on the map? Hold up. Is there a body ahead into the... Oh, that's new. That didn't used to be like that. Oh, that's really useful. Especially later, you're going to have, like... It's really easy for bodies in this game to get lost in the grass. Slightly less so in the remastered version, because the grass isn't quite as, like, tall. But man, that's super useful. Man, where was I didn't even know I didn't know I needed that.
Report, soldier.
Sir, we're all that's left. Barrack Indian, myself, and these civilians.
That's it? There's no one else?
There were others, sir, but they refused to stay put. We tried to convince them it was dangerous, but they left anyway. I guess they didn't make it.
Very well. The area outside the chapel has been cleared, and these people need to be taken to safety. Escort them to the camp south of here at once.
But sir, I want to help fight.
You will, soldier. Once they're secure, get back here immediately. We'll need every available blade, and there'll be plenty of fighting to go around.
Sir, yes, sir. Civilians, it's time to move out. Let's go.
She's got a slight variation on that armor. Okay, wait, are you taking Martin? Okay, yeah. They're just taking all the civilians away, including Martin. Interesting. Well, I should have talked to Martin first, I guess. We'll go catch up with him in a minute. I didn't realize they took him away. I usually end up talking to him first while they're talking. Yeah, apparently if you let her, he just, escorts him away with the rest of the civilians. I suppose that makes sense. There's no reason that Martin would think, like, he should stick around right now. As far as he knows, he's just a guy, a priest in the Temple of Kvatch. Okay, wait a minute. So, Coral, in its temple, had the correct god that it was like the deity of centered. Skingrad didn't, but this one does. I wonder if that's a... Huh. Because they both had Stendarr. And yeah, Coral was the Temple of Stendarr, but Skingrad was Julianos. And Julianos was... oh god, I'm dying. Julianos was just like on one of the side walls. Oh god, I'm dying. Choking to death. Alright, we're good. Maybe. What's in the... oh god. Frog in my throat. This is awful. I can't get into here? Wait, what? Oh, I can go to the chapel hall. Wait, I can't get into the Undercroft? I wonder if someone has a key. Is there... I want to see if we can find a key and maybe get into the Undercroft. See if we can find anything cool down here. Guide to Anvil, a paint palette. No, nothing really. I mean, there's plenty of bedding set up down here, so it looks like they were holed up for a little bit. I feel like depending on the state of the Undercroft, that might be a slightly more secure location. Savlian, what do you got?
We've done it. I can't believe it. I didn't really think this would work. Maybe we do have a fighting chance. Oh yes, we're not done, not even close. This was only the first step. If this town is to be ours again, we'll need to get inside the castle. You've come this far with us. Will you go further? If we're truly going to succeed, I'll need much more of your help.
Yeah, you know what? I'll see it through.
What we've seen so far is nothing compared to the battle.
Crack open something to drink here before I choke
Take
to
a
death
few
here.
moments to catch your breath and think it over. When you're ready, let me know and we'll get underway.
So, he is not kidding around when he says it's going to get tougher from here on in. The fight to retake Kvatch proper is much tougher. That said, the longer you wait, the tougher it's going to get. Because at the moment, there's like limited enemies that can spawn, because it's not going to spawn anything tougher than like stunted scamps and stunted, or Clanfear runts. So we're going to have a pretty weak, Daedra enemies to fight. If you come back here, like at the end of the game, because you forgot that, oh yeah, you can go help Savli and Mattias with this, you'll get like crazy tough Daedra wandering around out there, and lots of them. So I think we're just going to do this now, just to get it out of the way. How's my equipment looking as far as like wear and tear? Fur helmet's getting a little banged up. Do I have any repair hammers? You got one, so might as well... Did I just break it? Nice. Okay, cool. Screw it, Saplian.
Are you ready to go? We need your help getting to the castle.
Let's say not yet. I'm gonna wait. We're gonna rest here for a second. And just, like... I want to see if those other guards will come back. So that we have more guards with us. Because they were supposed to be, like, escorting the civilians down to the camp. And then coming back. Is that her? No, that's what's his name. Tell you what, I'm gonna go see if we can catch up with, what's her name? The girl that was giving the report to him. Okay, Miranda, what are you doing here?
Just follow the captain's orders.
You're just standing around the courtyard. Alright, cool. She had slightly different armor. These guys' armor only has the metal plating at the elbows and right at the shoulder, and then I think some at the wrist. And hers had metal plating along the entire outside of the arm. Let's head down and see if we can spot her. She should be around here somewhere. I want to see if we can, like, convince her to head back up there and meet up with us. We are most likely not going to be able to keep all of the guards alive if we go to retake the city. Because it's going to be thick fighting in there. There's reasonable chances that there's going to be some friendly fire too, because things can get a little chaotic. Alright, where is she?
Perhaps she's still in Kvatch, in a basement, hiding.
Kvatch, it's possible. Or maybe she has.
I mean, I don't see her anywhere. Let's check inside the tents.
Kvatch is finished. There's nothing left.
No, that's just a random Argonian lady. She was a red guard.
Kvatch is finished.
There's Martin.
Can't face it.
Martin, what do you look like in Remastered?
Start over from nothing.
It's the
Can I-
smell, really.
Martin?
Smoke,
Farewell.
fire, and
I just can't see.
He just does not want to sit still. Martin?
Close my eyes, but I can't stop thinking
He looks a little
about
bit more like Sean Bean, honestly. Back from my nap. The events of the second half of Revenge of the Sith could have been avoided. They sent Anakin with Obi-Wan to go after Grievous. Yep. No, there's a lot of things in Revenge of... Sorry, yeah, we went and saw Revenge of the Sith today for the 20th anniversary in theaters. Now, there's a lot of things in Revenge of the Sith that are just like, wow, Yoda is really bad at making decisions. Like, incredibly bad. Like, when Anakin comes to him and is like, I've been having visions about someone close to me dying, he could just be like, tell me about them. Problem solved. But yeah, no, generally, just... Oh, is that a map of Kvatch? I bet you it is. Interesting. But yes, in general, the prequels are just... Man, Yoda sucks at being a leader. I kind of want to go and see. There were a few things in there that I can't tell. I want to say they've made some slight changes to the prequels on their like home releases compared to theatrical release. Not as much as like the special editions, but I think there's a few little changes here and there, and I'm curious which version they were screening tonight. The tragedy of Darth Vader, the emotionally immature. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you are raised by the Jedi Order that tells you that emotions are forbidden. Try to raise you like a bunch of weird Vulcans. Well, I don't know where that lady went, so I guess we're just gonna have to head in there. Yeah, you can see like theirs only has the metal armor like along the back of the hands and the wrists, the elbow, and then a little bit along the shoulder. Hers was like all the way down, like full plate down the whole arm, which is really cool. I feel like that might just be a change on like a lot of the way clothing in this game works is that... Oh no, because that's her there, right? What the hell?
Good day.
Why did your armor change?
You too.
No, wait, because she does have... She's got different gauntlets on. Is it just that you're wearing different gauntlets? What is that? And you've got different boots. Why are you not wearing the same uniform? Huh.
A pleasure to speak.
I need to talk about Martin.
Good
Where's
day.
Savlian? Savlian,
ready to
let's
go?
retake the city.
We need... I knew you'd be up to it. Our goal is the castle gate. We should be able to use this door to get out to the plaza in front of the castle gatehouse. You know the drill. Stick close and keep your eyes open. Let's move out!
That is the difference in, like, so there's, like, male versus female armor in this game, but it's not separate items, it's just, it changes the look of the item depending on who's wearing it. Oh god. Okay, wait, let's get this one. Admittedly, they changed the... They've, like, removed reference to gender in the character creator now? Like, they went to, like, type 1 versus type 2 setting, which I've seen a few other games do. I personally think I like the fact that they removed, like, stat changes from... Oh, God. There's a mage up there somewhere, and I think he just nuked one of my guards. Can I maybe... do something with that? Oh, he's not going to sit still now, is he? Yeah, okay, hold up. Hold up. Oh my god, I just missed that. Okay, we got him. Love this revelation. It's another one of those, like, instances of, like, God Episode 3 had some strange writing. Like,
Damn it!
whoa,
This
God,
is no
Jesus,
good.
Savlian.
The gates are locked, and the only way to open them is from within the gatehouse.
Okay, it looks like your guys are fighting something up there. I might go take a look at
We
that.
can't open that gate from out here. The only mechanism for raising it is inside the gatehouse. And the only way to get into the gatehouse now would be through the passage at the North Guardhouse, but that's always kept locked.
All these people
Hurry,
have
and find
wide
Barrett
mouths.
Ilian. He should be back in the chapel. And should
Not as
still
wide
have
as
the key
older
to the
orc.
guardhouse. Once you've got it, get to the guardhouse, find the passage, and open that gate. Then we can get inside.
I'm actually
the castle and
curious
secure
if these are using the same facial slider data as the original characters from, like, the OG Oblivion. And then they're just, like, applying it to the new, like graphics thing. Like, I'd be curious if you could look up, like, the face data, and if it's the same for both. It doesn't necessarily look like it, but it's hard to tell. I guess we need to find a way into that building, it sounds like. I did find out that this is running... So original Oblivion runs on something called the Gamebryo engine, which is an in-studio engine that Bethesda created, specifically to suit their needs for making games. And it's kind of janky. Could have called this part Kvatching about Kvatch. Don't worry, there might be more Kvatch later, so we'll see. So the original game was, Gamebryo, and it ran everything. This remake is still using Gamebryo to run the game, but then it's just outputting all of the graphics through Unreal 5. Hold up, I need to change something here. I need to move. For months, I've had my flight stick sitting under my desk. I was playing Elite Dangerous for a while and streaming it. I had my flight stick sitting here, and it's blocking my feet from sitting comfortably under my desk, and my legs are really, really sore today because I was sitting in a movie theater for like 2.5 hours. And I need to stretch my legs out just a tiny bit, or I'm going to completely be dead at work tomorrow because I'm an old man. Okay. Hopefully that should be fine. I hope none of these cables are important. Revenge of the Sith. It's the 20th anniversary. We just went and saw Revenge of the Sith in theaters today. Oh god. What's almost seeing me? Don't like that. Yeah, it's in theaters this week. 1 week only. It was not even remotely close to sold out. Where we went to see it, either I or Bethany will message you which theater we were at. So you can probably get tickets if you want to. It wasn't even that expensive. I think it was like $13 or something for the tickets. Busy all week? Oh no! There are a lot of memes, that is true. Okay, wait, how do I get to the guard house? Where the hell is it asking me to go? Like, I'm not seeing any doors or anything around here. Nothing down here. Hey, Ghosty! Maybe Sunday can convince your dad to go with him. Speaking of your dad does Director Krennic's. Had done a Director Krennic cosplay once, right? Did you see he's in season 2 of Andor? They actually brought the Ben Mendelsohn back. Which is just fantastic. He's just a brilliant actor. Super good. Is this the right path? Am I going the right way? I have no idea where I'm going. Talking about Revenge of the Sith, yeah. Heck yeah, we're talking about Revenge of the Sith. Happy 20 years. I can't believe it's been 20 years. I saw that in theaters, like when it released. This is my second time seeing it in theaters, but I was actually saying, back in 2005, when I saw it in theaters, they had a World of Warcraft trailer before the movie. Back in the ye olden days, before I cared about Warcraft in any capacity. Okay, it said I had to go to the gatehouse. Or the guard house. But there's no door to anything resembling a guard house anywhere around here. What the hell are you talking about, Saplian? No, it's not that. I see no door. Do you know what the spell they added to help guide you? Clairvoyance. Yeah, I mean, they've had that in Skyrim and Fallout 4. I'm assuming they just backported it back into this because they're all the same engine, basically. Yeah, you start the game with it now. Blah, 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 blah. Where is it? Where does magic live? Magic lives here. It is this one right here, yeah. And you can just go like this. I actually don't have the right quest selected because I like finding it without quest object, without, you know, a blue breadcrumb trail. It's a little much for me, but... And usually the markers are enough for me, but... Am I going insane? Let's track the quest. And add a map marker. Because right now I just don't even have the... I'm tracking Find the Air, but let's check Battle for Castle Kvatch. Wait. Oh! Is it through the fucking basement? God damn it. It's that, I bet you any money, it's through the catacombs.
How could the Nine let this happen? Are they angry with us?
Who the hell are
We saw
you?
the smoke from the Gold Road while out on patrol. How can we help?
Follow me.
We'll be right behind you.
Hold up.
I'm just waiting for Captain Matty.
Guardhouse
Yes,
key.
I have it. Why?
I need to get inside the castle.
That's right. They managed to close the castle gates just before we were forced in here. I'm afraid you're in for a tough time, friend. The city's in bad shape, and it will be difficult to make it to the guardhouse by yourself. I'd better go with you. We'll have to go through the chapel Undercroft, and then through what's left of the city. If I don't make it, take the key and carry on without me. You'll need to reach the tower at the north wall of the city.
Okay, what else do we got here?
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
Well, it's nice to add to Oblivion, get lost all the time, Bethesda games. Yeah, no, it's a super useful spell when you need it. They've been adding it to a few of their games recently. I'm curious, I'd like to see the code on how that all works, but okay, hold up. Let's get in here. This is why the Undercroft was locked, because yeah, we come through here with these guys. Okay, wait, there's a scamp over here. I need to try to not kill my own men. Okay, so we've got the 3 Imperial Legion soldiers, and then Barrack Inian, who's just like a town guard, right? Door to Kvatch. Jesus! Okay, wait, don't hit the guards with my power attacks. Oh! Oh! Ah! God! Get through here without absolutely beaning a guard is like hard mode. Wait, is Inian dead? Or is he just down in the basement still? You know what? Screw it. If he's down in the basement, we're leaving him down there for a second. We're going to clear out what's up here. That is fine. Keep him out of harm's way for a second while we figure out what's going on up here. There was a really cool mod for original Oblivion that like restored this city. Where they like rebuilt it based on what you can see here. Door to Castle Kvatch passageway. Need a key. Oh wait, is this the Northern Guardhouse? I bet you it is. That looks like a guardhouse, probably. And it's northern. And we seem to be kind of back towards the temple here, so I'm guessing we've just come around in a big loop. Okay, so I need to go get the key from Barrack Inian. Are these guys still with me? Okay, they're still good. Yeah, this place got torched real bad. That vision you see the Emperor having at the start of the game, when he's talking about like he's seen beyond the gates of Oblivion, there's that big walker thing, and all the Daedra swarming through a giant gate, that's supposed to be the invasion of Kvatch. Like he's seeing a vision of the invasion of Kvatch as it's happening. So yeah, they did not have a good time here. Good thing he didn't ask Yoda about it. He might have turned to the dark side. Yeah, Yoda would have told him to forget about it. To let go of Kvatch. Okay, wait. Inian seems to have woken up. Okay, he is booking it. Hold up, we gotta keep ahead of this guy. This man just remembered he left the oven on. Inian? Okay, wait, no, he's not comfortable going through the door ahead with, like... I've gotta... Okay, did he go? Okay, he went now. I've gotta let him go through the door first, apparently. He's very, very skittish about that. Okay. Stick with him in case they, like, spawn in some Daedra or something. Because this guy is in a rush. Burning you see? Nothing it is. Forget it you must. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Indian?
This is it. The entrance to the passage is right here. I'll unlock it for you. Best of luck.
Are you not coming with? Alright, well, whatever. We got these 3 guys with us. I guess Indian's gonna stay behind and... Found the tunnel entrance. Follow to the gatehouse so I can raise the gates and let the guards in. Okay. God, it is smoky down here. Keep your heads low. Don't breathe too deep. Oh, we're good. Okay, there's nobody in here. Sweet. The advice he gave Anakin was 100% on brand for Jedi teachings. I mean, depends on the era of Jedi. The Old Republic Jedi weren't quite as dumb as that. They were still pretty dumb, but like a different flavor of dumb. Oh my god! It's an army of 100 scamps. Okay, wait, how are we looking? Oh shit, there's a scamp up there still. Are we good? Did we lose any of them? Oh my god, I've still got all 3 Imperial Legion soldiers. All the guards are fine. One of the guards shot Savli and Mattias in the back. Thankfully, Savli and Mattias is an essential guard, so he's fine. This guy is not essential. Barrack Indian took one to the fucking groin, it looks like, so... That's unfortunate. As I said, friendly fire is a distinct possibility. Sometimes from me, sometimes from the NPCs, but that's okay. Jesus Christ. You know, this one's probably... That's far enough left that it probably didn't hit his kidney. Honestly, that might just be in the armor padding. Like, he'd probably be fine. It would hurt, but he'd probably be fine. Coming out the other side? Yeah, but no, it's like way over there. Yeah, you'd be good there. Not a bad place taking air. That other one, Barrack didn't get it good. He's got a... That's not going to feel pleasant in the morning. Oh god, we got more dangerous stuff going on here. Hold up. That was a Frost Atronak. Or not Frost, Flame Atronak. Other flavor of Atronak. We're good. We're good. The opposite of a Frost Atronak. Do they explode in this one? People are hella horny over the Flame Atronachs in this one. They're hella horny over the Flame... Oh my god. Damn! I think I see why. Oh. Alright, hold up. Let's roll this one over. Alright. We gotta get a look at the Flame Atronach. Ma'am, would you be so kind as to... Oh, Oblivion never changed. Oh. Oh, I love this game. Posing bodies in Oblivion is just like one of the best pastimes ever. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, I was gonna say, people have been horny about Flame Atronachs since, like, of the original Oblivion. Because, like, basically every Elder Scrolls release, they're like, can we make them just a little bit sexier? I don't know who's in charge of the Flame Atronach designs over there, but...
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Oh, we lost one. Hold up. Got that ass like in Metal Gear Solid 4? Yeah, snake ass. except it's not attached to the body of a 70-year-old 2-pack-a-day smoker. Okay, I like the head in the silver bowl. That's a nice touch. Damn, we did lose a Legion soldier, though. And I'm assuming these are heavy armor, right? Does it not? Does it not tell me? They look like heavy armor. They weigh like heavy armor. We're going to leave them there. Okay, hold up. We gotta find... Gotta clear the rest of the castle. I know there's more rooms to this. Let's just be careful. Is it like upstairs? There were like side hallways. I remember this. Flame Atronak is in another castle. I wasn't expecting Flame Atronax, to be honest. It's slightly more powerful than I was. This is why you don't want to put this off for too long. The longer you wait, the more powerful the enemies get, and like, it can get real nasty in here when there's a lot of them running around. Uh-oh. Got her. Where's she going? Is she actually emitting light? That's kind of cool. I think we got her. Okay, wait, she's going for me. Uh-oh. We're losing legionnaires. Thankfully, we haven't lost any of the city guards, so nobody with a name has died yet. Just Imperial Legion soldier and archers are getting knocked down here. Doesn't need this 3 gold anymore, though. That's nice. Okay. Sneak skill increased. Let's check this side passageway. Sleeping quarters. Oh god, don't like this. I don't have strong hopes for Imperial Legion Archer. Okay, whoa buddy, take it easy there. She's dead. I should probably yeah, we should go get the fire assaults off them. Come to think of it, they have good loot. JK, your Flame Atronak actually is in this castle. Yeah, that's true. Several of them. We are set on the Flame Atronachs. Yeah, hold up. Where's the fire assaults? Wait, there's another door here? What the hell is this? Oh, it's a dead end. Brilliant. Let me go grab the other fire assaults of that Flame Atronak back in this room. Also, I did notice some of those scamps were not stunted scamps. Yeah, this is just like a... We're at full-on, just official scamp mode. Can I get him to sit upright if I, like... If I get the right wiggle here, can I get him to, like, prop himself up? No, not quite. It did save that for her. That's kind of cool. Okay. Grab button in this remake is press and hold E. Or your whatever your interact button is. So your search button. You just press and hold that and you can like... You can give him a little jiggle. In the original Oblivion it was Z. It was like its own dedicated key. And then in Skyrim they changed it to E. And it seems to have carried over the same here. Valerian the Mystic. I should probably be sneaking, just in case there's anything else around here.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
They did seem to also, like, it's really hard to drag bodies. They are very resistant to being like... I think they've tweaked the physics slightly, because it used to be not too difficult to like pick somebody up and like carry them around a little bit, but they have made it much harder to do in this one. They also fixed the paintbrush physics. Because in the original Oblivion, they'd forgotten to add some physics values to the paintbrushes. So if you like dropped one, it would just like levitate in midair and you could stand on it. And it would support weight. And you could use that to like build a tower. Oh no! Ormelius Goldwine found the body of Count Goldwine. I should deliver his signet ring to Savlius. I don't think you can save this guy if I'm not mistaken, but the Count is dead. Climbing the paintbrush to heaven. Yeah, you could like get yourself to all kinds of weird spots with that. Because you only needed like 2 or 3 of them, and you could like put one down, jump on it, and then pick up the other one and put that one down. Yeah. Nice jacket. Now I can cosplay as the Emperor. Ooh, is that the same coat? I don't quite think it's the same coat. Let's find out, though. I mean, it's pretty close. Oh, you can actually see your amulet here, too. My base necklace of the sea. I'm assuming that still, yeah, unequips all of my good armor, though. So we gotta put that all back on. All right, we're fine. It's pretty close. You can actually get the Emperor's outfit. When the Emperor gets assassinated, if you can get out of the tutorial dungeon without talking to what's his name? What's his bucket? Baurus. And then come back later with a I think it's raise humanoid spell. There's a spell that lets you like clone or bring somebody back to life. You can do that, and you can like raise zombie. You can raise the Emperor's corpse, and then when he dies, you can loot it, and you can take the jacket. Okay, Savlian?
Where is the Count? Why is he not with you?
Because he real dead.
We were too late. If only we'd gotten here sooner. This is indeed a dark day for all of us left. But I thank you for risking your own life to help us. Did you find the Count's ring by any chance?
Why are you wearing his jacket? Ah, yeah, here's the ring.
At least this is safe. Thank you. I shall make sure it is protected for the time when a new Count is crowned. Here, take this. I have no use for it. I'm tired of fighting. It may serve you well in days to come.
Alright, he has removed his uniform and given me his Kvatch cuirass. So I can cosplay as a Kvatch guard if I wish to. Are you done following me?
Citizen.
Okay, I don't think he's following me anymore. What are the rumors?
Emperors have been assassinated before, but this time, I don't know. It's different. Can't you feel it? A shadow has fallen across all of Tamriel. Carry on.
Carry on. Alright, how is that actually? That is, well, mine's damaged though. What does the enchantment on it look like? How do I see more details? What's the enchantment? Okay, Fortify Endurance and Fortify Strength is not terrible. It'll give me a little bit extra carry weight and a little bit extra health, so I guess we'll put that on for now. How do I look? I mean, it's alright. It's not my favorite. We'll get better stuff. Also, another thing that's a little notable here is that I have not installed any mods on this or anything. So some of the quest rewards are leveled, and you'll actually get a better version of them if you do the quests later. Typically, it's just the enchantment changes. Sometimes the actual stats on the gear will change as well, though. But a lot of times it's just that you'll get like a more powerful enchantment if you wait until later. I think in the original it was level 17 or 24 was the cutoff. I don't remember which one it was, but somewhere in that general region was the like upper bound for leveled rewards. Maybe it was 20. I have not had a reason to look at that number in quite some time. There are some mods available that remove that, where you just get the best version of the item, or they've averaged them out to make them more balanced. There's another mod I'm tempted to get. So typically in this game, enemies are pulled from leveled lists. So like, there's a list of Daedra, and it'll just pull scaled, from each enemy has a level, and then depending on your level, it'll pull from nearby levels when it asks for a Daedra. The only downside is that when you get to like super high levels,
Don't give up. You're not alone.
fireflies.
And the chapels and the Elder Council will help us. It just takes time.
That anger keeps me going.
Yeah, when you get to higher levels, I'm gonna step away from these guys for a second so I'm not being drowned out by them. You'll stop seeing the low-level enemies. Like, it typically, I believe, scaled down by 8 levels. Holy crap, the fucking clouds just said goodbye. Oh my god. Okay, the storm's done.
It's the smell, really. Smoke and fire.
Holy shit.
In the ruins.
Gods. I don't even notice anymore. I guess you can get
What the hell? What kind of fucking climate change are we experiencing out here? Okay, that's a little weird. Anyways. Yeah, normally it'd be like 8 levels down, but then so once you got to like level 15 or so, you just stop seeing the low level entries, like permanently. They'd never show up again. So you just eventually stop seeing scamps entirely. That's a little bit of a shame. So there's a mod that like extends the lower limit so that you can see stuff all the way down basically forever.
How could the Nine let this happen? Are they angry with us? Yes?
What do you got going on, buddy?
Maybe we can rebuild. But things will never be the same. We had everything here. Beautiful gardens, fresh mountain air. Did you know Kvatch had the only arena in Cyrodiil outside the Imperial City?
I did not know
All
that.
gone now, though. Just smoke and mud and rubble. Farewell. Hello, my
That's
friend.
Martin. You were out here already. I don't
I'm
think
sorry.
you were.
I don't think I'm going to be much help. The destruction was worse than I had feared. So many dead. It was almost better not knowing. Then at least I had hope.
everywhere. Perhaps she's
I
still
think
in
she
Kvatch.
was down here before. I
How
don't
could
know
the
that he
Nine let-
was.
You're the one who closed the gate. Thank you.
Oh no, I've already talked to him
Farewell.
about Kvatch. Okay, anyone in here? I just want to get people's opinions on what's going on. Excuse me, Weedham?
I'm told you closed the Oblivion gate. I'm amazed. Thank you on behalf of all Kvatch's refugees.
Nope,
Farewell.
okay, looks like we're good. Well, let's go talk to Martin then. I think we're going to deliver Martin, and then we'll
just lucky
leave the
we're
main quest
alive.
there for now.
I'm angry. I want to...
I heard about how you helped the guard drive the Daedra back. Well done.
Yeah, come with me, you're in danger.
Danger, you say? You came here to tell me this. Explain yourself or leave me alone. There are many others here who actually need your help.
You're Martin, right? The priest.
Yes, I'm a priest. Do you need a priest? I don't think I'll be much help to you. I'm having trouble understanding the gods right now. If all this is part of a divine plan, I'm not sure I want to have anything to do with it.
Gods or not, we need your help.
If you came to me for help, you're more of a fool than you look. Look around. What good is a priest?
You're Uriel Septim's son.
Emperor Uriel Septim? You think the Emperor is my father? No, you must have the wrong man. I am a priest of Akatosh. My father was a farmer.
The Emperor knew you were in danger.
You spoke to the Emperor before he died? And he told you to find me?
Why would I lie to you?
I don't know. It's strange. I think you might actually be telling the truth. What does this mean? What do you want from me?
Come with me to Wayne and Priory.
You destroyed the Oblivion Gate, they say. You gave them hope. You helped them drive the Daedra back. Yes, I'll come with you to Wayne and Priory and hear what Joffrey has to say.
Oh my god, he's psychic. He knows about Joffrey.
Kvatch is finished. There's nothing left.
Alright, well, maybe we are done with Kvatch. We'll just leave these guys behind. I'm sure they'll sort their own lives out. Everything will be fine. It all seems like it's going well for them. I didn't actually bring my horse, which is a slight problem. Like, I left the paint horse. I think it was back in Skingrad, to be honest. Come on, keep up. I suppose that's not too bad, because he wouldn't have had a horse. Hello, sir.
Speak.
I'm attempting to. Why can't I speak
State
to
your
you? There we
business.
go. Oh, I have to talk to the horse.
The Kvatch Oblivion Gate has been closed. Don't you understand what that means? We can beat the bastards.
Okay, cool. Anyways.
Move along.
Martin, you good? Okay, you're not very fast, is what I'm gathering. Thankfully, we've already traveled this road once, so it should be relatively safe. And I believe, yeah, Martin's essential right now, so it's not like I have to worry about him getting killed or anything. This was the Bethesda game that introduced the concept of an essential NPC, where, like, if Martin were to take enough damage to kill him, he simply, like, drops to a knee or drops unconscious, and then a brief time later will get back up. And they did that for a fair number of quest-related NPCs. Not all of them. There are still plenty of opportunities in this game for a quest to fail because an NPC died. I believe for the main quest, you can't fail the main quest. But for some of the side quests, even some of the, like, guild side quests, you can fail them if an NPC dies, which is kind of cool. I think I like having that little bit of, gravity hanging over you. I still think I prefer the way Morrowind handled it, where, like, if an NPC related to the main plot died, you just got a message telling you that, like, hey, that NPC was important. As opposed to them just, like, being immortal. Because, like, it leads to some weird sort of exploits you can do. Like, right now, because Martin's immortal, you can just take him around on, like, a murder spree. Because enemies will attack him, and he'll never die. It's like, if you need some people dead, just bring along Martin. Because in a 1v1, he will always win. Eventually. How are we looking? We should be getting pretty close to Skingrad, I would think. Surprised I can't see it yet, actually. Oh yeah, I should probably re-equip my spells too. I've got the clairvoyant spell, and I don't actually want that. Go over to Flare for now. In case we need to deal some extra damage. Hello? And yeah, get the sword equipped. Buy an iron longsword. I don't have like a steel... Oh, I see, because it's... Yeah, okay, this is better than the steel short sword. Oh, hello. We're good. Alright. Come along, Martin. We gotta get to Coral, which is a long walk. You could just fast travel, too. But half the fun in these games is exploring. I guess we've already been there, so... It's not like we're really exploring too heavily here, but... We're mostly just taking Martin on a walk. Athletics, that's fine. It gets me some athletics skill. There we go. If nothing else... Oh, wait, shit. Martin's under attack. What's he under attack from? Oh god, an imp is trying to kill the Emperor. Okay. I like the new spell effects. They're really nice. My god. Ooh, what is that? Is this just an alien well? Oh, Jesus. Hello. Oh. Nice. Good job, Martin. Chainmail gauntlets, which are currently... I mean, they're not great. Yeah, what is this? Is this just an alien well? It looks like it might just be an alien well. My god. Draw power. I think that's what, just extra magicka for a little bit. I'll take it. Okay. We've discovered Skingrad again. What? What is going on here? Are you interested in joining your friends? Okay, no wait, I want to see where this is going. Follow the lead sheep. Stumbled on some form of, like, sheep migration. Wait a minute, there's actually... That one's the ram. Because he's got horns. And none of the rest of them have horns. Oh, that's really cool. Actually, two different sheep models. Okay. That one sheep in the back appears to have gotten lost, but... Are they going to go into town? Is Is like Skingrad under siege right now or something? Not gonna lie, it's kind of starting to look like it. Okay, listen, gate guard, you might have a problem. They appear to have blockaded the road with a horse. Given Oblivion's pathing, that might actually be enough. Okay. They're making a break for the door. Can sheep open doors? No. No, they can't. Okay, so is what's happening here that they are like coded to follow an NPC? And that NPC lives in town and has gone to sleep for the night? So now they're just gonna like amass at the door until the NPC returns? Like 6:20 in the morning. Hold up, we're gonna observe this sheep behavior for a minute. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen here. Because I know there are people that live inside the town and work in the vineyards. Wait, where's this one going now? Okay, sir?
Is there a problem, citizen?
Well, I mean, there's a weird flock of sheep at your door.
Glarther? Total nutcase if you ask me, but he's never done anything yet that we could arrest him for.
Okay.
Well,
I'm tempted to wait for an hour. But I'm also worried if I wait for an hour, they might just, like, teleport somewhere. We'll see if anybody, like, walks out the door here just after 7 o'clock. And if not, we'll try waiting for an hour. Because I know there's some NPCs that wake up and head to their jobs in this town, like, relatively early. Okay, wait, yeah, there's a bunch of people just showed up. The ram is not following any of them.
Have you heard about Kvatch? They say that Deirdre came from Oblivion and burned the whole city to the ground.
We're gonna give it an hour. Several more people have...
Little Bird told me that you've been asking around town about Glarther.
Hello?
A resident eccentric. I'd like to know why.
He asked me to help him.
Let me give you some advice. Glarther is crazy. So far, harmless crazy. But I keep an eye on him because it's my job to. You don't want to get involved with him. I don't care how much he's paying you, it isn't worth it. Like I said, he's crazy.
I mean, you wanted me
Since
to
you're
meet him
courteous
behind
enough to tell the truth,
the church at
I'll do
midnight,
the same by
which I
trusting
didn't.
you to talk to a guard if he asks you to do anything strange.
So what, Dion, I'll come find you. Oh, wait. Okay, wait, no, they're following somebody. I think it was this last guy that came out.
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
Yeah, Eurus the shepherd?
It is all in the nose. Yes, of course. It is also in the mouth. The fragrance, the sharp, startling odor, the sheep's cheese, ambrosia, nectar.
Oh, this guy's
Yes,
insane.
I am the shepherd Eurus, and it is my sheep and my deft hand and sharp nose which produce the glorious cheeses of Skingrad.
Is... Huh.
Where Nowhere can you get sheep's cheese but in Skingrad. And why? Because only in Skingrad is Eurus, master of sheep's cheese. I can also teach a bit of athletics. Why, you ask? Because I am the mountain sheep's brother, and I must dash with him from crag to crag.
Fantastic, sir.
Farewell.
Good luck. But yeah, we figured it out. They were following Eurus the shepherd, master of sheep and sheep cheeses. Investigation complete. Alright, tell you what. I'm willing to fast travel up to Wayne and Priory, because the rest of this road is just going to be walking down a road. We've already seen all the sights to see there, so let's save myself a little bit of grief here and fast travel up there. Deliver Martin. Hello?
Help! You must help! They're killing everyone at Wayne Priory.
Hold on, tell me what happened.
I don't know. I think they're right behind me. Prior Maberel is dead.
I think they're right behind me, he says. Yeah, I think you might be right, buddy.
I was in the sheepfold when they attacked. I heard the prior talking to someone. Looked around the corner to see who it was. They looked like travelers, ordinary. Suddenly, weapons appeared in their hands, and they cut the prior down before he could move. They saw me watching, and I ran.
Alright, where's Joffrey? Is he safe?
I don't know. In the chapel, praying, I think. You must help us. But God!
Did I send you the mountain lion one?
Only the chosen will survive the cleansing. Only the chosen will survive the cleansing. I do not fear death.
Oh wait, that's not heal. Hold up. There we go. You get a better sword. I'm not doing very much damage with this thing. Oh yeah, what am I I got a stone from the gate we closed. What does this one do? It is absorb endurance or resist disease. That's pretty trash.
Your timing is excellent. I'll take the one on the right.
Watch out! There may be more of them!
I do not. The time of cleansing is almost.
Thankfully, I think all of my allies in this room are currently, yeah, unkillable, so.
You're back. Thank Talos. They attacked without warning. I was praying in the chapel when I heard Prior Maberel shout. I had just time to arm myself. The Amulet of Kings. I fear that was the target of this attack. I kept it in a secret room in Waynon House. We need to go see if it is safe.
Okay, I'll go check on it.
We'll go together, but I fear the worst.
Yeah, why didn't you stay and defend it? Like, you know that's the most important thing here. You should have stayed with it.
I fear the enemy came here for the Amulet of Kings.
Forget about defending these idiots.
Poor Prior Maberel. He was dead when I came outside. Who could have done this?
The 3 dead guys on the lawn.
Farewell. Hello there.
They've taken it. The Amulet of Kings is gone. The enemy has defeated us at every turn.
I found Martin.
So it has not all gone against us. Thank Talos for that. We gained Uriel's heir and lost the Amulet of Kings. Martin cannot stay here. We have driven them off, but they will be back once they learn of Martin's survival. Which they will. Nowhere is truly safe against the power arrayed against us, but we must play for time, at least. Cloud Ruler Temple, I think. The hidden fortress of the Blades in the mountains near Bruma. A few men can hold it against an army. We should leave at once.
Okay, tell me about Cloud Ruler Temple.
Cloud Ruler Temple was built long ago by the founders of the Blades, back in the days of Raymond Cyrodiil. It is high in the mountains near Bruma. Our ancient fortress, sanctuary, refuge of last resort. Martin will be as safe there as anywhere.
Hey, how's it going? I have not done the arena on this character yet, no. He's still, like, very low level, and I haven't gotten much gear for him. I want to save the arena until I've gotten some better equipment and gear and all that stuff.
With the amulet taken by the enemy, we must get Martin to safety at Cloud Ruler Temple.
Like, I'm still wearing some fur gear, and that's not good enough.
Martin is safe at Cloud Ruler Temple.
Oh, wait, can we talk to Martin?
Let's continue on to Cloud Ruler Temple. I haven't had a good night's sleep since Kvatch was attacked.
Okay, I agree. Yeah, follow me.
The sooner we reach...
Miner?
Thanks for your help. I didn't think any of us were going to survive the attack.
Okay, we're good.
Farewell.
Well, let's head out. Is there anything good going on in the arena? I've seen some of the screenshots of, like, Adoring Fan, but... I think we might stop by Coral. Oh no, did my horse not follow me because I left it in parked outside of Skingrad? Oh no, it did! Okay, cool. I'm gonna swing by Coral here. And, okay, are they gonna grab horses and meet me? Are they gonna be able to figure that out? Yes. I grabbed some repair hammers. Haven't touched arena in 15 years. Yeah, I know, eh? They're hating the fact that the Dwarf fan looks ugly and is annoying, but it's like, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's like, he's a different kind of ugly, I'll give him that. The elves in this remaster look like fucking demonic. They are some nightmare fuel, but that's just the style they went for the elves. Like, he looks like all of the other wood elves. And he's still got the same, you know, Hershey's Kiss hair.
Well met.
Have pity on an old war veteran.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Okay, Coral?
Nice town, but you need money here to live well. Head out of town and do some hunting. Sell the skins, or you can loot old caves and ruins.
Any rumors?
Don't know why anyone would visit the other cities of Cyrodiil. Coral has it all, and a fairly low murder rate. Tell me more.
Oh, that's gold. Alright. Happy, not happy. Okay, so bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, I get it.
Cool, we've maxed her out.
Not bad. Let's do business.
Wait, I want to haggle. Where do I haggle?
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's
Bump
something
it up
to
just
suit
a
you.
little. Can I sell any stuff? Yeah,
That
we'll
seems
sell
a fair
that.
price.
I can sell these trash gauntlets.
That's a good deal.
I'll keep the shaman staff for now. Sell this. I'll keep a backup sword, I think, just in case I, like, break my sword while I'm out running around. We can sell the wolf pelt. What does she have? I mean, she's got the chainmail cuirass. That's fine. I like low murder rates. That's true. To be fair,
Tell your
I think
friends
she said
about me.
fairly low murder
Don't
rate.
know why-
Yeah, fairly low
You
murder
too.
rate. Which
A
is
pleasure.
not
Nice.
particularly, like,
Let's do
convincing.
business.
Give me some repair hammers, please. I'll take, like, 5 of them.
Another
Perfect.
se- Be seeing you.
Okay, repair hammers. Okay, that'll have to be good enough for now. Never beat Oblivion. The arena is the thing I remember doing in it. Don't think I ever beat it, though. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, I love the announcer, Wes Johnson, doing some amazing work there.
Lots of sheep, too. Of course, I prefer the taste of sheep.
Ah. Heard any news from the other provinces?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Be seeing you.
A coin for an old beggar?
What can I do for you?
Nothing new on him, alright.
Good day.
The quest chain I think I'm most looking forward to doing in this is Dark Brotherhood. Because the Dark Brotherhood quest chain in this is like absolutely legendary. Skyrim's the Elder Scrolls game I actually beat. Yeah, I've beaten Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, and the main plot chain of like the base game of ESO, as well as 2 or 3 of the expansions of ESO. I've dabbled around with Daggerfall on and off. It's really cool, but man, trying to follow the main quest in that game is a process. And I've played Arena, and I've played Redguard and Battlespire briefly. Oh, and I had the Oblivion cell phone game that released on the Motorola Razr alongside the release of the main game, and I beat that back in the day. I did not have, was it Elder Scrolls Travels, Passkey, and I don't remember what the other one was, like that Nokia N-Gage ones. I didn't have those. Oh, are they keeping up? Lost them. Liked Morrowind for the music. To be fair, a lot of the music from Morrowind made it into Oblivion and Skyrim. Okay, I see Martin. Where's Joffrey? There he is. Like, we'll definitely hear some of the Morrowind music playing in the background here occasionally. Listen to you talk about the razor gave me gray hairs. Okay, you're not gonna like... Are we really trying this?
Or your life.
No.
We can play it.
Tell you what.
Take that!
Martin, kill him. Get him, Martin.
Watch the flank.
Alright, good job, guys. Go team. Game shows its age in world design compared to Oblivion. Oh, I love Morrowind, man. Morrowind's like my favorite. It's definitely a product of its time. Like, I played Morrowind. I did a full playthrough of Morrowind, actually, streaming about a year ago, over on the YouTube channel. I have it nice and heavily modified. It looks nice and pretty. Doesn't quite look this nice, but it looks pretty darn good. And it's definitely one of those games that, like, you gotta really, like, let yourself get immersed in it if you want to enjoy it. And some of the, like, world design stuff comes down to, like, a product of its times where, like, when you extend the view distance too much, you can start to really see that, like, the map is actually quite tiny. Oh, okay, that Oblivion gate's back open again. Martin, avert your eyes. What's this guy doing?
We're here to help.
Anything going on?
It's true what everyone is saying. Kvatch is lost. The Daedra, they swarmed in. The town guard never had a chance. Farewell, citizen.
Okay, well, we're not gonna deal with that Oblivion Gate right now. I'm not taking Martin and Joffrey on a tour of the Oblivion realms. I feel like that's like a terrible idea. Like bringing the son of the Emperor that we're trying to keep safe from Mehrunes Dagon into Mehrunes Dagon's like private hell dimension feels like it's definitely a bad plan. Able to get a Switch 2 pre-order in the night. Nice! I haven't even looked into that yet. I saw an announcement that there's Nintendo's warning that they're expecting pre-orders to be delayed due to limited availability, so woohoo! I'll figure that out when I need to. Yeah, same. Like, I do really want to play Metroid Prime 4. Like, that's definitely true, but they had me sold at that. That said, it is still, I believe, releasing on the Switch as well. It's just going to have the, like, enhanced version on the Switch 2, from what I've been able to see. They haven't been super specific about that yet. I'm not gonna lie, the Switch 2 is definitely giving me, like, Wii U vibes, where they're, like, making it really confusing for people. Like, the Wii U mostly failed because, like, non-gamers had a difficult time determining which console they needed to buy for their kids. And the Switch 2 is, like, kind of giving me those vibes when they're like, the Switch 2 will play most but not all Switch games, and some of the Switch games will be enhanced, and some of them will be Switch 2 exclusives. And I'm just like, oh, this is gonna... GameStop employees are not gonna enjoy explaining this one to parents. Oh, no, I don't mean as though, like, it's not going to be bad, like, technical specs-wise. I mean, like, a disaster on the marketing front. I honestly think that's a big reason why Xbox has been struggling so much this generation compared to PS5. Because, like, you've got the Series S and the Series X, and, like, God, what the fuck is the difference between them? And can you buy... Does every game run on both? Like, it's a mess. It's just a mess. An OG Switch release was briefly customer service for Amazon Surge brought out some really interesting phone calls. I want a Switch, right? So does everyone, but there aren't any more right now. But I want one. Yeah. Oh god, we've got another Oblivion Gate here. And a Scamp. And yeah, especially if there's, like, shortages, I'm expecting that you're going to run into, like, confused grandparents and parents that are like, okay, I can buy Metroid Prime 4, but will it work on my Switch at home, or do I need a new Switch, or like, what do I... Oh, it says Switch 2 Enhanced. Does that mean I need a Switch 2 to play it? Like, I feel like they have done a very, very poor job of marketing and explaining this. What do you want me to do that? We literally don't have any. Do you think I can produce one out of my ass? Yes. Yes. Shouldn't be a sorted situation like PS5 or Switch 1. I mean, they're warning that it's going to be a shorted situation, so we'll see. Especially with the ongoing tariff situation right now. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be like a couple of years before you can reliably walk into a store and get your hands on a Switch. Unfortunately. I hope I'm wrong, but Nintendo is already issuing warning statements that, like, they're expecting delays, so we'll see. I'm not holding my breath. Not to mention, God bless the continuation of scalper culture on all things electronics, so I am still going to wait to the, like, I can just walk into a store and buy one point. They're sure doing the thing on their site where you can't buy it from their site unless you have over 1 year membership or something like that to prevent scalping. That's good. And I'm hoping they're limiting it to like one per account or 2 per account or some form of limit on that would be helpful as well. But that's definitely good, because yeah, it gets out of hand real bad otherwise. Okay, can't do anything here. Girlfriend's in the hospital. Am I not getting a switch to? You'll be responsible if she dies. Oh, is she dying of switch deprivement? You probably ask around the hospital. They might have one around there. We'll try this and make a wish, yeah. Oh, hello. We've got incoming. Hello. Oh shit. Almost stabbed Martin. God, I can't quite find the range on this sword. Okay, Martin's got it. We're fine. No, we're good. Okay. Is that a wolf? That's totally a wolf. Hold up. Just get off the horse. Oh god, it's a timber wolf. That's the tougher version of wolf. Wolf Enhanced Edition. I also might look at a difficulty mod, because the current difficulty is... Hold on, I'm gonna look this up so that I don't misquote this, but like the current in-game difficulty settings are a little on the broken side, if you ask me. Like, it's just unnecessary. And I don't typically whine about game difficulty. Like, I'll just play it on easy or normal or whatever, but I'd like to have some options here. And my big problem is that, okay, so for right now, normal adept difficulty, the damage multiplier for incoming damage is 1 times, and the damage multiplier for outgoing damage is 1 time. So that's your neutral setting. If you go up 1 single step, you take 3.5 times the normal damage, and you only deal out 0.286 times normal damage. So about 25% the normal damage. So you're getting 4 times 12, 14 times the effective combat difficulty, because you're dealing about 1/4 as much damage, about 12 times, 13 times the normal combat difficulty. You're dealing a little over 1/4 of your normal damage, so enemies will take 4 times as long to kill. And they are dealing 3.5 times as much damage, so they will kill you 3.5 times faster. So it's about a little over 12 times as difficult, going up a single step. And then going up to the next step is 6 times combat damage increase to you, and you deal 0.167 times damage, which is like, why are we going from like full damage to 1/4 damage? What happened to like 75% damage and 50% damage, and like I would like a slightly more gradual like scaling between those numbers. It just feels like it's a little intense at the moment. For reference, like Skyrim, if you go to legendary difficulty in Skyrim, it's 3 times incoming damage and 1/3 outgoing damage. So the thing, quality of life didn't exist in 2006. 2006 had a slider. The fact that they've added these like, hey Dragoon Tai, thank you for the raid. The fact that they've added these like difficulty options where it's like preset isn't actually how it worked in 2005. This is a new addition to the game. To the remastered game. Original Oblivion had a slider with 255 independent settings on it, and you started at difficulty 120 whatever, and then you could move it 128, and then you could slide it up or down. And it would scale linearly as you slid it. So for some reason, they've just decided to make the jumps on... It goes to a 5 difficulty thing, and it jumps crazy hard, which is a little nuts. Balancing is amazing. I agree. I think normal difficulty works fine. I was just saying, like, so the jump from adept to expert is a roughly 13 times increase in combat difficulty, which is like, that's insane. Expert is 1.5 times harder than the highest difficulty setting on the slider in the original game. And that's not even counting Master. Master is like 4 times harder than the hardest difficulty setting on the original slider in the original game, which is like a little broken. Like those difficulty settings need some tweaking, because there was nothing wrong with the original slider. I get that it was like, okay, you want to have like fixed settings, so you don't have to like get out a ruler when you describe what difficulty you're playing your game on, but like this new solution isn't necessarily it. That said, if you just play on Adept and play the game, it's fantastic. Super fun. But I wouldn't mind having it up a little bit. Yeah, no, original, the new level scaling stuff that they've changed, like, there's a lot of really nice quality of life adjustments. It's just the actual, like, difficulty level thing is a little on the busted side at the moment. As opposed to the original game's, like, slider version. Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you look on Elder Scrolls or Oblivion Remastered Nexus, there's a mod that lets you adjust how much of a multiplier is getting applied to them. Because all the difficulty settings in this do is change how much damage you take and how much damage you deal, and it's a 13 times jump effective from adept to expert in the current vanilla release. So there's some mods that like ease that up a little bit, so it's not quite as ridiculous. Mods that available are insane already. Yeah, that's true. That said, there's also, I was talking, seeing some interviews with some of the like Oblivion modding community. There is unfortunately no modding kit, like creation kit, available for this at the moment. So there's fairly limited options as to what they can do. Like if you wanted to do things like model replacers or map edits, there really isn't a way for them to do that at the moment, unfortunately. They could attempt to do it using the old editor, but it's not 100% like 1-to-1 ratio. And things like texture replacements would be just flat out of the question right now. Like there's just no way to go ahead and do that at the moment until they get a better understanding of how the Unreal 5 wrapper is working on this. That's just not going to be something they're able to do. So it'll be a little while before we get some like really cool mods for this. But they'll get there eventually. Every Elder Scrolls game always ends up with mods, but that's just very supportive of their modding community, thankfully. No, we're not taking Martin into Oblivion. We've already said that's a bad idea. The whole point is we're trying to make sure he does not end up in Mehrunes Dagon's hands, so we're not just going to march him in there. When I've heard they can pretty much do all the pre-existing mods because textures and stuff are based on Unreal. Yeah, they can mostly do the existing mods. There's some limitations on that as well, just with like things that would require the script extender just don't work right now because this game's handling scripts completely differently. So some of that stuff's also not completely working yet. I haven't messed around with trying any, like just throwing any of my, because this does still use like the ESM and ESP files. I haven't tried just grabbing some of my old ESP files and like throwing them in here and seeing what happens. There's also no like data file selection screen because there's no launcher, so you have to like manually add them to an INI file if you want them to be loaded. But you can do that. Let's not get killed by that wolf. Alright. Oh, my armor's breaking again. Good lord. Oh, I don't have any repair hammers. God damn it, what's breaking? Okay, is it my fucking hat again? It is my hat. God damn it. This hat breaks, like, all the time. Where did my horse go? What's up here? No, for 5 days, only 400 mods on Nexus. Didn't. The hell, there's 400? I didn't see 400. I was just on there. That's where I was reading that info from. Oh yeah, 571. That said, I haven't really looked through all of them yet. I'm sure a lot of them are going to be a little, like... One thing I've noticed from going through the Oblivion Nexus so far is that a lot of them are character slider presets, and then there's a lot of duplicate mods of like people that have been like, ah yes, there's like 6 different versions of the achievement enabler and a bunch of reshade presets, which is like a little annoying. I don't like the fact that they allow reshade presets and character sliders to count as a mod. Like, I think that should almost be in its own separate category. Visual fix mods are insane. I was struggling to play the game on low detail. Nice! I'm glad that's working. It's like, thankfully it's just been running like perfectly fine for me on Ultra without any problem, but I also have a fairly new computer. Like less than a year old. Yeah, no, there's still a good amount of stuff on there, and some very interesting stuff too. Like, I like some of the stuff that's like addressing some of the like leveled rewards and things like that. What the hell is happening up here? There's definitely some very cool mods on there that I'm tempted to look into. Like I was talking earlier that like the I don't really like the fact that items scale, like quest rewards scale by level. I think that's kind of silly. So I'm tempted to, for God's sake. Hello? I'm tempted to look into a unleveler for that. And I'm also tempted to look into, there's one that adds, or I guess removes, the minimum level offset for NPCs. Oh god, did we lose somebody? We lost whoever you are. Well, that's unfortunate. Are you important? Hold up. Dro Narahe. I don't like that we lost somebody there. Okay. Are you used in anything? Hold up. UASP. Dro. The guards just totally failed her. Drone is a steward of Castle Breville. Apparently it's really common that she just dies to wildlife along the Green Road because a serious bug causes her to travel towards Bruma every single day. Oh, she's supposed to be in Breville. Why are you in... Magic OP, ranged OP, melee weak as hell, yeah. Hey, you're not wrong. Also, wait a minute. Did she have an arrow sticking out of her? Oh my fucking god, the guards killed her. God damn it. Okay, it looks like... Oh, I don't know if you noticed this, Dragoon Tie. If you zoom all the way down the map, corpses show up on the map now. They didn't used to, but you can see, like, that's her corpse right there. And this is that wolf right there. And then if we go farther back down the road, we should be able to find that bandit somewhere along here. Maybe it has to be closer to him. I don't know. But yeah, you can actually find the corpses on the map now, which was not a thing in the original game. Yeah, it's weird. I don't like that you have to zoom in to get to the local map. That's a little weird. I wish it was still just like a toggle overlay. Like a separate map kind of thing. Like, it's a little clunky having to get to it. But, oh my god. Fucking bells. Yeah, I agree. I think having the you have to zoom all the way in to get to the local map feels more clunky than the original version. That's something that I would like. Hey modders, I would love an option to just have that as a separate tab. Like, we used to have 2 different tabs on this screen that let me tab back and forth between them. Yeah, I don't agree with that change at all. That's one of the only UI like quality of life changes that I don't agree with. Already been done? No, I'll have to go look into that one. That said, I like the corpses being on the map is super cool. That's very useful if you're like trying to like, if something dies and the corpse gets lost in like the ground clutter, and you're just like, where the hell did that body end up? That'll be super helpful. A lot of truth as the game's on point. Yeah, for sure. I think there's a lot of cool work that's gonna get done on this. Man, this new and improved render distance amount of peak players. So I did, and I was thinking about it. That's honestly not even that accurate of a number, because this game was free on Game Pass, and like there are a lot of players who are definitely just going to pick this up on Game Pass and not buy it on Steam. Like, they might buy it on Steam down the line, but there's like, if you own Game Pass, why? I mean, I bought it on Steam because I'm an idiot, but like, you shouldn't. You should just play it on Game Pass because it's included. So like, you can probably pretty close to double that number that you're seeing on Steam. In Steam, it has 190,000 peak. Yeah, I saw about 190,000 peak. I'd be willing to bet you can probably about double that. And that's also not including people that are playing it on console. Like...
My lord, welcome to Cloud Ruler Temple. We have not had the honor of an emperor's visit in many years.
Ah, well, thank you. The honor is mine.
Come. Your blades are waiting to
I would say looking at 500,000 concurrent players is likely an accurate figure for concurrent players across console and PC. Also, I don't know if you saw, they released that they have already crossed the 4 million sales mark, or 4 million download mark. So it is pretty darn nuts.
Dark times are upon us. The Emperor and his sons were slain on our watch. The Empire is in chaos. But there is yet hope. Here is Martin Septim, true son of Uriel Septim.
Hail, Dragonborn! Hail, Martin Septim! Hail!
Your Highness, the blades are at your command. You will be safe here until you can take up your throne.
Joffrey, all of you. I know you all expect me to be Emperor. I'll do my best. But this is all new to me. I'm not used to giving speeches, but I wanted you to know that I appreciate your welcome here. I hope I prove myself worthy of your loyalty in the coming days. That's it. Thank you.
Well then, thank you, Martin. We'd all best get back to our duties, eh, Captain?
Not much of a speech, was it? Didn't seem to bother them, though. The blade saluting me and hailing me as Martin Septim. I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I know I would be dead by now if it weren't for you. Thank you. But everyone expects me to suddenly know what to do, how to behave. They want an emperor to tell them what to do, and I haven't the faintest idea.
So yeah, they're estimating 9.5 million copies worldwide to date. We're at, like, this remaster has already sold, quote-unquote sold, because Game Pass and whatever, blah, 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 blah. Half as much as the original game, which has been out for 19 years now. Like, that is insane. Like, absolutely surreal. Like, congrats to Bethesda and Virtuous for a hell of a release here. I do know, like, I was talking to a couple of my coworkers, and they were like people I know that a lot of my coworkers are much younger than me. They're in their like early 20s, And a few of them were like, oh yeah, my brother had this game when I was a little kid, and I played it a bunch when, when I was growing up because it was one of my brother's favorite games. And they're like, I'm picking it up now because like I want to replay this. So like, they're definitely getting, and I'd be willing to bet their brother probably also picked this up. So like, you're definitely gonna get some new players that are coming in and you're gonna get new players that are just never played this game because it's been how many years since the last Skyrim came out in 2011? Like, new fans to the Elder Scrolls series coming in here. Did the right thing by giving a Sky Oblivion developer a free copy. Yep, I agree. That was really, really, really cool of them to support that community still. And yeah, I'm also still very excited for Sky Oblivion. Sky Oblivion is going to be a completely different experience. This still feels and plays almost identically to Oblivion. There's a few changes here and there, which is nice. It plays like a lightly modded copy of Oblivion with some incredibly gorgeous textures and models and lighting. Sky Oblivion is going to play like a completely new game, and I am very much looking forward to experiencing that as well.
Of course, the Amulet of Kings. So I, can take it to the Temple of the One and light the dragon fires, and stop the Oblivion invasion.
And you'll be Emperor.
The Emperor? That's an idea that will take some getting used to. In any case, we need the amulet first. Maybe Joffrey will know where to start.
Yeah. Let's just talk about Amulet of Kings.
All practitioners of Daedric magic are familiar with the almost impenetrable barrier between our world and Oblivion. What the Emperor told you implies that the amulet is the key to the preservation of that barrier. What I saw at Kvatch. Everything I know about Daedric magic says that such stable portals are impossible. Yet those gates to Oblivion existed. The old rules no longer apply. Kvatch is only the beginning of what Mehrunes Dagon will do. If the amulet is truly the key to restoring the barriers between our world and Oblivion, you must waste no time in recovering it.
Alright, Daedric magic.
I haven't always been a priest. In my youth, I followed a different path. I know more than I want to about the seductive power of Daedric magic. Let's just leave it at that.
And Oblivion Gate?
Something has changed to make these stable portals to Oblivion possible. Joffrey believes that the death of the Emperor and the darkening of the Dragonfires is the key.
Alright. Take care, Martin.
Don't worry about me, my friend. I know I'm in good hands here.
Okay, we can go. Does Joffrey just auto-talk to me? No, he's going to stand here and wait for me to talk to him. I think we are going to hold off on that for a second. Because I want to go and do some, like, side questing and stuff for now. Like, I don't necessarily want to push the main quest quite that hard. Martin's safe now. We've got him delivered. He'll hold for a minute. I want to see if we go to the morning. Go to about here. I would like to go get some leather gear for one. There used to be, and I'm assuming there still will be, two members of the Blades who come do some training here. Assuming this is the other guy. Yeah, do you want to come over here and, like... There's supposed to be a guy that he's, like, training against.
I need to talk to you, soldier to...
Let me just wait for a second. Wait, what's this guy's name?
Good morning, sir.
Belisarius.
What can I do for you, sir?
What?
I'd have to say I'm partial to the Great Hall. On those cold nights, nothing warms your bones better than a roaring fire.
I mean, it's literally spelled the same way as Belisarius Call.
The Emperor's death was a harsh lesson for all of us. We failed in our duty to the Dragonborn. It must not happen again.
I don't actually know when Belisarius Call got added to 40k lore.
Farewell.
Okay, if we stand here for a second, these guys are going to swing at each other for a bit, right? They used to stand close enough to actually hit each other reliably. They seem to be having some trouble with that. And if you just stood here and watched them for a minute... So the new animations for this sword, I think, are throwing this off. Oh, does this not work anymore? Oh no, it does. There we go. By observing these blades at practice, you've picked up a couple of new moves. Your blade and block skills have both been raised by 2 points. Did that happen to level me at all? I'll be looking on the old levels. I mean, it looks like it leveled me. It just didn't give me the you leveled notification. Let me just try sleeping for a second. Can I use one of these bedrolls? No. Can I...
Good evening, sir.
Use this bed? No. Can I... Do I need to... Okay, do I need to talk to Joffrey to be able to use the beds here? Hold up. I know you can rest here. Joffrey?
You have proven yourself a loyal servant of the Empire, as worthy as any of the Blades to stand by Martin's side during this crisis. As the Grand Master of the Blades, I would be honored to accept you into our order. Will you join us?
I do his blade. Yes, I'll join.
It is my honor to welcome you into our ranks as a Knight Brother of the Blades.
Call was introduced to like 2015 and 2016. Oh, this guy predates Call. Neat. Amulet of Kings?
You're right. We must try to recover the amulet before the enemy takes it out of our reach. You should go back to the Imperial City. Boris may have learned something about the assassins. You'll find Boris at Luther Broad's boarding house in the Elven Gardens district of the Imperial City. The Amulet of Kings is the key to everything now. Once we have it back, Martin can use it to light the dragonfires in the Temple of the One and reseal the barriers between Oblivion and our world.
Okay, well, I can tell you where you can find the Amulet of Kings. It's over in my room.
This place was built by Raymond Cyrodiil Zakaviri Dragon Guard at the founding of the Second Empire. Since then, it has served the Blades as headquarters, fortress, and sanctuary. We can protect Martin here until you recover the Amulet of Kings.
Anything else?
This fortress is well supplied with arms and armor. Use what you need from the armory in the East Wing.
Okay, cool. So we're all set up
Give my
on gear. Did he give me a sword? Akabiri Katana. Oh my god, that's a big upgrade. Holy crap. Oh, it's at least a reasonable upgrade.
Tell him he should not blame himself for...
Hold up. Yeah, tell Boris he shouldn't blame himself. Got it. Okay, I can sleep now. Let me see if I sleep for an hour if I gain a level. I don't. Okay, hold up. We need to level something so that I can gain a level. I'm assuming because those were, like, granted, it looks like they gave me the XP, but it didn't trigger the level up. So I need to level a skill normally. Just try jumping a bit to see if I can get acrobatics. There we go. I was gonna say, the change to the leveling system, I bet you that's gonna break, because it doesn't just count how many skills you've leveled up, it's actually like XP. Alright. Secret does seem to be hard work, yes, but it's also kind of blind passion and inspiration. Okay, let's go with 5 more endurance, 5 more strength, and 2 more agility. I'll be doing that for a little while just so I can get my endurance and my strength up.
Welcome aboard, sir. It will be an honor to serve with you.
Hail.
Also, some of the new voice acting is going to take a bit to get used to. I know why they did it, because there were a few different, like, races that shared the same voice
Surprised to
actor.
see you here. Have you been to talk to Boris in the Imperial City yet?
Like in the original game, so it could be a little like awkward when you'd run into like 3 different people having a conversation and they were all using the same voice. But okay, does the Blade's helmet, does Blade's armor count as what? Blades is heavy. Goodbye. Akaviri Dai Katana. That's like a claymore, probably, right? Yeah. I don't think I want that. No, I said I don't think I want that. We will take the katana, though. That's pretty good. Oh, repair hammer. I'll definitely take that. Steel bow I don't need any more of. I'll take that repair hammer. I will take the steel arrows. Armory, I mean, it's all reasonable. I wish you could see whether this is light or heavy armor, but it's fine. Blade shield, is that better? Does this have a light versus heavy? It is heavy. Get rid of it. Blade's gauntlet, steel short sword. You're back. I just tested if you can still do the watch the 2 blades train to gain some levels. Yeah, I'm using light armor on this guy.
Yes.
Partly just for carry weight, because, man. And yeah, you can still watch these 2 guys to gain 2 points of both block and blade, and it kind of goofs with the level system, because it gave me enough XP to push me to level 8, but because the XP was all gained, like, outside of a normal skill up, it didn't actually trigger the level up. So my level bar was showing me as, like, you're full up and at the next level, but the actual level gauge, like, the level signal didn't, like, trigger, so I had to go, like, level acrobatics, just so that I could get the actual level up to kick in. A minor quirk of how the new leveling system works, I'm assuming. Let's keep leveling this. Nice. Okay, and I used up all my repair hammers. Perfect timing. 100 strength at this point. Still feel like I need more carry weight. Oh, I know. It's so punishing in this one. Armor is just, like, really heavy. One dungeon, you're still leaving half what you find behind. Yeah, I know. Armor and weapons in this game were crazy heavy. Like, I remember getting to Shivering Isles, and you get that, like, Grummite gear, and it's, like, 40 pounds for a sword, and you're like, what the fuck? The hell kind of sword are you guys swinging around here? What's this made out of? Tungsten? Also, as a 40k player, I discovered that there is a Belisarius in Cloud Ruler Temple.
Oh, spare a
who
coin.
predates my main man from the AdMech by, like, roughly 10 years. Orcish armor's 35 weight. Yeah, it's nuts. Just insane, the weight values on this. I guess we don't know if it's pounds. It might not be pounds, but, like, whatever it is, good lord. That's true. That's true. 45. Oh, good. Yeah, well, you do get the perks, and I do like that they changed the perks a little bit. That's another minor change they made. Some of the perks got shuffled around a little bit, like the fact that weapon skills are not just power attacks now. Like that's a really nice change. It was very goofy that like all of your weapon skills were basically power attacks. And I guess they did have they have a chance to do something depending on which power attack you did, but like, I don't know, I never paid any attention to that, or was like, oh, I'm going to specifically do a stupid side power attack because it's going to give me a thing. It's melee good luck. I mean, Oblivion's, you've always needed to balance your melee with, like, you need to have enchanted gear. If you just go swinging in with regular swords, you're going to have a bad time. You got to enchant it and have some, like, ideally you want to have enchantments that provide an elemental weakness, as well as an enchantment that deals some kind of elemental damage. Yeah, it's rough. But the new perks on some of that is going to be... Like, I'm looking for power attacks apply weakness to normal weapons. That's going to be really handy. And regular attacks have a slight chance to make your opponent bleed. That's going to be fun. But speaking of enchanting my weapons, I have this lovely new Akaviri katana. Hey, hey. Speaking of enchanting stuff, what have we got in here? Oh god, I just ate that to the face. Thankfully it did like no damage. Hello? Oh, it's this guy. We're good. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing reasonably well. We're still early in the game, but I'm like 2 or 3 hit shot in most of the enemies, which is about what I would expect. Like, so far the melee feels the same to me. Come on. I need to get used to the hitboxes, because I keep missing like that, but... I mean, that's about how Oblivion felt to me always. Like, I played it not too long ago, and yeah, like, enemies were tanky in this. Alright, these things. Like, they got real spongy real quick if you weren't, like, using the repair perk that lets you over repair your gear to get bonus damage, or enchanting the hell out of your gear to be able to bonus damage that way. Like, this was a game that definitely punished you for only using one skill for your damage. Like, you were supposed to be using a combination of, like, your repair bonuses, your weakness, your magic spells. There we go. Oh, hello. Yeah, no, that sounds about right to me. It was one of the big complaints about Oblivion was that, like, yeah, the enemies were just way too spongy, because Oblivion's leveling was just entirely based on, like, enemies get more health and defense, and then if you adjust the difficulty, there's a flat damage scaling multiplier. It's why this frequently has, like, the worst combat in an Elder Scrolls game is in this one. Like, even Morrowind was more balanced than this when it comes to combat. The big thing people didn't like about Morrowind was that you had the, like, chance to hit as a number. So, like, you could physically run up to an enemy and hit them in the face with a sword, and it would just miss if you had bad skill. But, I mean, if you put points into the skill and then, you know, didn't have no fatigue, you'd probably be fine. So. Not following the stories, everything I'm attacking is just scaled. Yeah, it's true. And then like the scaling definitely like gets wild. For sure. And depending on how you were leveling, like if you were leveling predominantly from skills that weren't your blade or blunt skill, you would definitely be getting enemies leveling up faster than your weapons are leveling up to combat them, which is another one of the complaints about this game, which they didn't. That technically is not fixed, because you still gain levels from everything. So it's entirely possible to gain like. This is a problem in Skyrim too. If you gain all of your levels from like passive skills like speech and mercantile and acrobatics and athletics, the enemies will be getting tougher, but your ability to damage them will not be. Which they did not fix at all in this. That is still exactly that's actually potentially worse because you now gain levels based on your minor skills, whereas you did not previously. The big thing that's better now, as far as like they fixed the leveling, is that like when you level up, the bonuses you get to your attributes aren't based on which skills you were leveling. So you don't need to like, in order to make sure your strength went up in the original game, if you wanted to be able to put 5 points into strength, you had to make sure that you raised 10 ranks of a skill associated with strength. And because raising 10 skills gained you a level, you had to make sure that you left some skills in your miscellaneous skills for each different attribute, or you would only be able to, you wouldn't be able to level efficiently. So they fixed that part of it. That part is much better now. Granted, I didn't mind it in the previous version. It wasn't like game breaking or anything. You would be leveling the attributes that you were using, so it was fine, but so it was like, people always use the example of like mastery increased. Oh, cool. Apprentice level restoration. People always use the example of like, oh, well, if you wanted your mage, wizard character to be able to have maximum strength, you'd have to put on heavy armor and go around and train all your non-wizardy skills. And I was like, well, yeah, but that's because a wizard shouldn't have max strength. Like that's not how that's supposed to work. So like, it's fine. I get like why you'd want that because like carry weight's based on it, but oh, this guy's got some armor. Oh god, we got problems. Come here, you. There we go. Yeah, exactly. You would have to like pick skills. So the way it was like, if you wanted to get really optimal for Oblivion leveling, you wanted to pick one skill from each major attribute for your major skills. You had 7 major skills and 6 attributes that were affected by that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's 7. So you wanted to pick one from each, so that you could level efficiently. Because then what you would do is you would because you would always want to put 1 point into luck, and then you'd want to put 1 point into each of your other 2 attributes and have it multiplied by 5. So you'd level miscellaneous skills from one attribute for 10 ranks, and you could mix and match there, and then all 10 other skills should be like exclusively one major skill that is tied to one attribute. It was very, very goofy if you wanted to min-max your character. It took a lot of planning and like pen and paper out and get yourself going and keep track of stuff, or get a mod that did it in-game for you. It's just awful. I hated it. And then if you wanted like the easiest game, you would always do skills you'd never use, because then you'd be level 1 forever, and all the enemies wouldn't level up. It would always be stunted scamps and like the basic Dremora churls, because you were always level 1. Which that is now impossible, because you now gain levels even from your minor skills. So you can't just do the, like, I'm just going to stay at level 1 forever, which is really goofy. I always thought that was really silly in the original game, that people would cheese that. But I was like, then you'd get to, like, the final battle in the Imperial City, where, like, Mehrunes Dagon is invading the Imperial City, and it was Mehrunes Dagon and the army of stunted scamps. It's, like, looks so stupid. I feel like the other thing that changed here that I'm not sure I 100% agree with is that you regen health. And I feel like it's made, like, a lot of these fights very easy. Yeah, but like you didn't regen health at all in original Oblivion. You regened Magicka and Fatigue, but you'd have to sit there spamming minor restore health if you wanted to restore your health. There was 0 innate health regen that got added in Skyrim. So the decision to add that was an odd choice. I feel like it didn't need that. Because they, like, made everything else a little easier to deal with the changes to, like, weapon animations and swing speed, and, like, just stats. So adding, like, health regen on top of it is, like, man, it's... It's maybe a bit much. Okay, now we're getting into some problems. Good. Need to level my blade a bit anyway. I feel like my archery was getting ahead of it. Nice. Feels a little too much. Maybe it was like 50% slower. Yeah, I agree. And it shouldn't regen at all in combat, in my opinion. Because it regens in combat right now, which is like... I don't like that. Give myself a nice Dremora shield. Fucking hell, you know how heavy those things are? Where did his drop? Oh, it's only 24 weight, but like, God, that's 24 weight for 5 shield. What's my leather shield doing? My rough leather shield is doing 4. Yeah, we don't need that crap. 17 gold, that's fine. Man, this looks cool. Gold touch and a greater soul gem. Oh, the animation for this is so cool looking. Oh, quick save before I... Yeah, you're right. I should have quick saved before I grabbed it. You're not wrong. If I cared about min-maxing, which I don't, so whatever. I'm not that worried about it. But that's true. I'll mention that in case anybody is watching this and wants to know a trick. I don't remember if it's when you enter the room or it's when you grab it, but the enchantment on the orb is randomized I think it's when you grab it. Yeah, so if you don't like the enchant you get off your sigil stone, you can just reload your save and grab it again. So that is definitely true. I'm not that worried about min-maxing my sigil stones, so like I'll just take what I get. We can always go dive into some more Oblivion gates if we need to. I wish you could see this a little easier though. It used to just show up when you hovered over it. Absorb endurance, that's the one I had already. So damage fatigue and fortify fatigue. Whatever. I'm not super excited about either of those, so we'll hang on to them. I might just sell them. Damage fatigue would be fun. Level 14, I haven't done a single Oblivion gate yet. Can always speedrun, just jump right on through. Damage fatigue would be fun if I was doing punchies, a punchy build. But you can't. It's a weapon enchantment, so you can't do that with a punchy build. Ooh, what's this? Is this one of the Doom Stones? The Thief Stone. What does this give me? Yeah, sure. The Cheater's Nip Greater Power. Oh man, I completed the main story like week it came out. I've done that many times. What did we get? Greater power. Cheater's Nip. Fortify agility and fortify luck for 2 minutes. Yeah. I mean, that's certainly useful. I wonder if that will improve lockpicking. Like if that'll make lockpicking more reliable. I think I'm gonna head back to the Imperial City proper. Luck doesn't affect lockpicking? Lame. I didn't know if it would affect like the stickiness of the pins. I was like, agility should boost my skill temporarily, but... Oh god. Even the right way? Am I still on the road? I think I'm still on the road. Luck in this game is shit. Yeah, it's not as good as it is in a lot of the other ones. Definitely not as good as it is in Morrowind. Holy shit. Luck in Morrowind is nutty. Like if you get 100 luck in Morrowind, it is crazy good. Yeah, it's like I don't think it had anything to do with loot. And because this game doesn't have like damage range on the weapons, it doesn't affect that. And there's no chance to hit, so it doesn't affect that. It might have a small... I'd have to look at the exact numbers on this. It might have a small impact on the durability drain on your gear. Because the way that's calculated is super weird. And there might be a luck component to that. Also, is there a spell cast chance in this? Yeah, spell effectiveness. That's what it was. It wasn't cast chance, it was effectiveness. I don't think luck affects that. I know that's based on like the armor you're wearing. Like I'm at 94% effectiveness, and I think if I take off my gloves and then go back over there, oh, did that not affect it? What if I take off all my clothes? If I strip naked, am I better at casting spells? I am. I am slightly better at casting spells if I'm naked. What if I'm completely naked? Ah, that's what it was. I had the shield on. Does the... So if I put everything else back on... I'm at 94%. Is it the gloves? Are the gloves doing it? 94%. What's the one that's really making me bad at casting spells? It's not that. Is it the boots? No, the boots don't really affect it. Is it my pants? No, the pants don't really affect it. Is it my hat? Is it not like my hat? Because when I took all of this off, I was at 100%. Okay, you've just got to be naked. Got it. Wearing any armor just makes you worse at casting spells, like, by a fairly substantial degree. Other skills of 0.4, luck minus 50. Yeah, if your luck's 50 or less, it does nothing. 60, your skills are raised by 4 points behind the scenes. Yep. Yep. I was like, late game, yeah, it doesn't really matter too much, but... What the fuck? Okay, it's telling me there's an Oblivion gate nearby from the look of the sky, but I didn't see one. Boost odds in the arena, that makes sense. Definitely not as good as it was in Morrowind. Or in Fallout. Fallout is honestly really good too. There's a lot of fun stuff that does. Because it'll affect like your weapons jamming and your critical chance and a bunch of other stuff, which is cool. I feel like they should have added like, or kept in weapon damage ranges and critical chances in this and had that affected by luck. I think that would have been a really smart idea. Just to give it a little bit more variety. Alright, we're going to head back to town. I'm going to repair my gear a little bit. And then we're going to reassess my inventory. I don't know that right now I'm carrying a couple different weapons. Like I've got this fine iron longsword. I've been carrying this just for the shock damage, but like I don't know, I haven't really used it too often. We might just learn some spells because I think my character's not terrible at destruction magic. I'm at 15. I'm not great at it either. Okay. We might learn some spells. We'll swing by the discount spell store. See if we can pick up any cheap spells. Which gold do I have? 1,600 gold. Also, I've actually got pretty good luck, come to think of it. Speaking of luck, yeah, my guy's at 60, so I am actually gaining some luck. Or some bonus to my skills from luck. But I suppose it is technically making my lockpicking a tiny bit easier, just not by a huge amount. 4 ranks worth, which is okay. And an additional 20 luck would be 1 additional point. So if I cast that, I'm effectively getting 5 extra skill instead of 4. Is that right? No. No, it's actually much better than that. It's 4 points per 10. So I'm getting an extra 8 if I do that. So I would have effectively an extra 8 points in every skill when I cast that. For the behind the scenes calculations. That's not terrible. Like 8 ranks of a skill is pretty good for some situations. Like particularly for that would actually probably be really good for mercantile and speechcraft. If you wanted to like do some haggling or something, you could probably use that to temporarily boost your speechcraft to schmooze somebody up, push their cap a little higher than it normally can go, and then do some better haggling than normal.
Greetings.
Good to see you.
Alright.
Speak.
Take me to the market district, please. There we go. Who are you? You won't let me talk to you, so you're like...
How are you?
I've been better.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isle.
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place.
Goodbye. Speak.
What do you want?
Why do I know? You remember the shops around here, don't you?
Phintius has the best bookstore in the city. Of course, First Edition is the only bookstore in the city.
Alright.
Good day.
Alright. Let me rent a room here in the inn.
Let's hear it.
Hi.
Are you the innkeeper?
What?
Yes. Bed, please.
I do have a bed available for 20 gold a night. Would you like to rent it?
Sure.
Very good. It's up the stairs there. First door on your left. Sleep well.
20 gold removed from player's inventory.
Fine.
Okay. Oh, I wonder, actually, that's another question. I wonder if your luck is below 50, if it modifies your skills down. Or if it has, like, negative number protection built in. Because by the base calculation, if your luck was at, like, 30, it would be 0.4 times... negative 20? So you'd have a negative 8 to all of your skills? Granted, I'm not sure how easy it is to get your luck, what the minimum luck you can start with is. I think by default, it's 40. I think all your attributes by default are 40. I don't know if any of the races have a penalty to luck. I think the only way you can get it down to 30 is if you have a penalty to luck from your starting race, and then don't choose it as a favorite attribute on your class. Let's check out best defense. Oh, wait, this is apparently breaking and entering. Is it?
The best defense, that's me.
Okay, no, they seem to be fine.
We'll see.
Just, very happy. Okay,
Was that
so...
supposed to be a compliment? I won't. Oh, that's great. You're pathetic.
Okay,
I
boom,
won't. Where'd
boom,
you...
boom,
I doubt you really
boom.
mean that. Don't make me laugh. That I doubt you really mean that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? I can't. That's great. Blah blah. That you. That's great. Blah blah blah. You. Where'd you? Euro. Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Okay, we're good.
Can I interest you in
Barter,
some of my ways?
haggle. Oh, this guy's not very good at haggling, and he likes me a fair bit, so I'm gonna knock it up quite a bit there. Can I just buy, like, 10 of these?
An excellent deal.
Alright.
Another.
Beautiful.
Take care.
Let me just, also, I need them to fix this. The fact that my character is shown in unarmed, like, weapon-readied mode every time I open the menu, instead of with his weapon and shield equipped, is a little silly. Oh, right, the Kvatch Cuirass breaks, like, super quick all the time, doesn't it? I seem to recall that being a pain. Alright, also...
Well met.
Okay.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's
You're
something to suit
selling leather stuff, right? Yeah. Endurance and strength up is nice. I'm going to sell him the short sword
That's
at
a fair
least.
deal.
And we'll sell him the staff.
That's more than I'd usually
And the
pay.
gold nugget. I'll hang on to the soul gems for now. Yeah, that's fine. We'll hang on to all that. I'll hang on to the water walking boots too in case it comes in useful somewhere.
Well, if you must have heavy armor, see Varnado. So heavy, so ugly. But it's your choice. Farewell.
Is Vernardo your partner over here?
I'm Vernardo. I handle the heavy armor at the best defense. I'm also an advanced trainer in heavy armor, so I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You want light armor? Pah! Why wear fluffy flutter when you can wear real armor? But if you must have light armor, talk to Morrow Rufus. Idiot.
Love this guy. Also, what time is it? About 6 o'clock, so we're probably going to wrap it up pretty soon here. But
too.
Let me... Real quick. I know it's getting light out already.
Hello.
Real quick, pop over here. Looks like I still remember where the discount spell store is. Let's go buy some cheap spells.
Edgar Vautrin, you don't want the very best. You want cheap. And I got cheap.
Alright, sweet.
Go
Let's
ahead.
persuade this guy first. Not happy, reasonably happy, very happy, still not happy. Okay, so bam, bam, bam. This is easy.
Yeah, I get it. What? Yeah, sure. I doubt it. What? Sure. Not now. Don't talk such. I doubt it.
Okay,
That
sweet.
works for me.
Purchasing spells, haggle. Yeah, we can go up a little bit more. What do we want to do? What's burning touch? Fire damage on touch. That's okay. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit... Yeah, frost damage on target. Let's get... I don't really need shield. Oh, my skill level's too low for some of these. Let's get a shock damage on touch. So now I have access to the 3 different types of spells. Bound Dagger is not a bad way to train Conjuration, I suppose, if I ever need to. We can just start doing that. Minor Life Detection. How many feet? 60 foot? Absorb Luck. Well,
I appreciate your business.
That's fine.
Goodbye.
We'll roll out here for now. We're almost level 9. My god, leveling up fast. Let's go do the other bit. We can actually gain a level almost certainly by doing the other bit of free XP. There's the one with the blades, where you go just stand there and watch the 2 blades practice against each other. And then if you go over to the arena district, there's another one. And get some more free skills.
What is it, citizen?
There's 2 guys around the side of the arena here on this little training mat.
Blessed we are.
If there's a complaint about a merchant, speak to Venetia Malicea.
She takes all the complaints, but nothing ever seems to happen.
Goodbye.
There we go. Okay, so now they should get onto the mat, and... Hate and love how this game deals with expressions. It's so uncanny. I don't know if it's a nostalgia blur, but I remember the expressions not being this uncanny. I mean, to be fair, part of it's just that the faces now look a lot more realistic, so the fact that they've got goofy-ass Oblivion expressions is, like, extra weird looking. Because, like, man, they really do look nice when you get a nice looking face. They look real cool. But it's still using a lot of the same animations. Like, the actual, like, frame and the skeletal structure are still the same as they were in the original game, so. There we go. Hand-to-hand skill up by 5. That's almost certainly pushed me into the next level. Oh, it didn't. Oh, right, because my hand-to-hand skill is probably already, like, only 5. So that probably was barely anything. Yeah, my hand-to-hand skill was 6. Okay, that's fine. In that case, we will call it a part here, I think. Because I need to get some sleep, because it is already 6 o'clock, and it is time for me to pass out, because I work this weekend. Which is a bummer.
Tidings, citizens.
Excuse me, Lion Man.
You have words?
Yeah, we'll come back, maybe we'll take a look around the Imperial City, see if we can do some quests and stuff around here. We get some more stuff underway. And then maybe we'll go out and just do some like exploring, clear out a few caves or something, try to look for some gear. One of the best ways to find gear is out killing random bandits and stuff, so we might just go look for like a bandit cave and see if we can clear them out for some loot. But for now, I'm going to call it a part. Thank you all for joining. I will be back probably tomorrow. We're not done with Final Fantasy X yet either, don't worry. I've not forgotten about that. I need to find a day where I've got some free time to do some leveling in my free time. Right now, most of my free time has been spent with World of Warcraft, so I haven't had a chance to dive into that. Maybe I'll take a night and do some Final Fantasy leveling, and just so that I can fit it in somewhere. Or I'll take a night off a stream and just do it in my free time there. But for now, I'm going to get some sleep. Thank you, and I will see you all next time. Let me real quick pop this over. Pop that up. And if I hit paste reference in here. There we go. Okay, that adds the new thing onto there. Fantastic. I am going to get some sleep, and I will see you next time. There is the social media links if you want to follow me or check any of the old videos out. They all live on those two there. And I will see you all next time. Oh, and shout out again to Dragoon Tai for the raid there. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. What was it? Oh, you're playing Remastered yourself. Yeah, perfect. So, hope you all had a fun one. I will catch you next time. Bye for now.